One of the places that we thought we need is a place where, you could go in, look around, and like 360, you'd be able to see greenery.
Yeah.
It would be like a complete jungle. But so this is pretty much that area where I was trying to bring a tropical vibe instead of, The moment you step in this place, it's so much more cooler.
Yeah.
And funny enough as well, during the winter as well, one of the cold aspects of our winter is the wind. So it actually keeps a lot of the cold wind out. So when you're in here,
so you've created a bit of a microclimate in this.
There's a bit of a warmth compared to here in there. And in terms of the plants as well, they do a lot better in here because that cold wind, the hitting on the leaves is out of the picture.
Yeah.
So most of the tropical plants actually do a lot better.
How did you go about deciding what you put in here versus what you're growing in other areas?
So mostly what's in here is more tropical compared to what is out there. Out there would be more flowering, more roses, more,
things that actually
bushy.
prefer that full sun and greater exposure.
Yes. Okay. Succulents, agaves. I do have some succulents in here, but that's because I like to keep them close. But this is also an edible forest as well, because we have fruits, we have berries, we have pawpaws, lemons, apples. Nachis.
Okay, so you're making a bit of a food forest at the same time as well.
Yes. It's also for the biodiversity of the birds as well.
Yeah.
Because I've always loved birds as well. When I was in Fue, I used to like watching birds. And when I came here, this place had no, all the sounds in the background. There was nothing. So
you can't compare Mfui to anywhere else around Lusaka in the end, eh?
I'm gonna get there.
Well, but we're hearing that now from the birds that you do have in your little aviaries.
I did actually notice. So even just for the birds themselves, I had to bring in some sort of safety because of my cats. I actually realized bringing in birds would actually bring that form of safety.
Yeah.
So a lot of the birds are comfortable a lot more now because of the other birds being in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a specific kind of system to your planting?
Well, not really specific. I think the main thing I go for is height, going from the tallest into so you're able to.
So that kind of idea of layering and getting a good canopy, mid canopy, and then a lower canopy effect.
So because this place didn't have much shade anyway from the beginning, we only had the big tree at the back, the one that and these two here and the other one. Everything else we had to plant.
Yeah.
So we started this garden with that shade. So most of the beds were aimed around the shadier areas.
Yeah.
And we grew as
it grows, and then you can kind of expand a little bit more as well.
So even with the younger trees like the lychee, the hibiscus, the apple, as they grow, we start putting in more. And the plan is actually to have almost no grass in this garden. So the only grass we're planning to keep is that, mostly because of the view for the birds. But other than that, I keep removing the grass.
Yeah, you let the beds expand a little further out. And
as the shade grows, the beds grow. Sooner or later, it will just be beds with paths going around, and it will be kind of like a jungle walk instead of
So what is the bird that we have in the?
These are lovebirds.
These are lovebirds.
Yeah. We do have the Lillian's lovebird here in South Luangwa, I think, but these are not it.
Yeah.
I guess these are like a sister bird or same family, but not. That, by the way, is the Monstera Dubia while we're here.
This one? Oh, okay, just coming
so
up
you can see now it's,
Just move that other way.
Can you see the fenestrations forming as well on the?
Yeah, just starting here.
So it shouldn't be
and
doing
it's losing its variegation now.
Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. It should be doing that at the top. But somebody must have, or something must have knocked it out. So because it pushed out, it feels like it's reached the top, and now it's doing what, it should do at the top. Yeah.
It's lovely though. I love that progression of the leaves as it's starting to get bigger.
Yeah.
As it comes. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. So it's been
got
pushed
out. Yeah.
There.
So I could actually hook it back up. There's a possibility it might go back to that.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling by now it's kind of already decided.
Probably easier at this stage to cut it below that and allow it to reattach.
This is Raphidorphora.
Raphidorphora.
Decursiva. Yeah, I think.
I like this type because of the large leaves.
Yes,
I have this on my back patio as well. But
yeah.
what I find with it is
it's
like only like 2 or 3 leaves out at a time. It
Yeah.
never goes along the stem. It's always at the top.
Yeah.
So this will provide a nice upper canopy
shade,
over time.
I think this could do very well as an indoor plant on a moss pole because it could have like a stick and a...
It gets very heavy though.
Yes.
That's one thing I will say as I've noticed as it grows, because the stem is always so thick. and then the weight just at the top. If you
Yeah.
have any kind of
You need a balance.
destabilizer,
Yeah.
it can break very, very easily. But otherwise, it's a lovely one.
Yeah, so over here we do have mostly the Hoyas again.
Yeah.
Like I said, Hoyas are one of my favorites. So Hoyas, air plants as well. We have them displayed here.
This is
That's a lipstick pagoda.
yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I remember. I had it for a while, but I lost mine.
This is I got this as well from Catherine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the.
And then this is a pitcher plant.
Yeah, the pitcher plant.
Does it actually give pictures for you?
I have one actually giving pictures in the
Okay.
in the nursery at the moment. It hasn't given me pictures outside, but in the greenhouse it has.
Yeah, because I think there's a certain level of humidity that it requires in that sense.
Yeah.
Here, it's just going to be given water
Yeah.
more regularly
exactly.
to keep it
So
surviving.
you can see like all of the pictures are drying out. So
Yeah.
they start off here. That would be a possible picture, but it didn't actually form because of
Yeah, just at the leaf tip here.
yeah. You can see that one there is even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of got there and then
And
was
then
like,
it's
nope.
Yeah, so the one in the nursery has actually formed
Mhm.
very good pictures.
Well, this is also a highly collected group, effectively.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I've seen the ones where the plant is really tiny, but the picture is like that big. It's such an awkward.
Well, but you know, if that's what brings in the money, so to speak, right? You want to put more effort into that.
Then we have the air plants and the orchids as well. So
Yeah,
this
seems to be like a Vanda here or something like that,
yeah,
is it?
that's a Vanda orchid.
Yeah.
I
But Vanda,
really-
you know, in terms of flowers, I think it's
Yeah.
got to be one of the most beautiful. Has it flowered for you?
Yes, it flowers.
What
every
color?
year. Purple with like brownie spots.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I've always like I'm not big on exotic orchids for the most part, but I've always been like, oh, I'm gonna get a Vanda. I'm gonna get a Vanda, and
Yeah.
I never get around to
Yeah.
doing it. But I keep on saying, I keep on threatening that I will.
Yeah,
More
and
so than the Phalaenopsis or Pathiopedilums
yes.
or anything like that.
the Vanda. It's very interesting
Vandas.
as well because of the growth pattern. I like.
Well,
the,
exactly. It's the size of it, the fact that you can keep it just suspended in
Yeah.
almost no
You-
media
but
whatsoever.
You could do
and-
that with the Phalaenopsis as well.
Mm.
I've recently put one on a tree. It hasn't yet really attached, but
Oh, okay.
we'll go and have a look at it that side. And then over there, that's our local leopard.
Yeah,
Flowers every year.
I think I've seen a few others that you've had around in other places too,
Yes.
and stuff like that. So it's just back here.
It flowers
I
every year.
actually grew these
It's, you
from
know,
seed
Yeah,
at the start of the pandemic.
that was that. So it actually seeded. I had the plastic there ready to catch, the seeds, and then my gardener came in.
Oh,
He's like, oh, I
lovely.
need to throw this plastic away. What is it doing stuck on this plant? This is one of the. So it's SP Colombia. It hasn't been given a name. It comes from
okay.
Colombia, yeah. But it's a crawling philodendron.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
which is-
Mamii and
yes,
some of those
yes, yes,
species,
yeah.
yeah.
So actually, I prefer those because for the garden, you don't have to worry about where it's climbing or
Yeah.
anything. They just kind of crawl and they grow. The size matures without having to do all of that.
Yeah.
So I've been getting into the crawling ones, and I've been trying to look for as many as I can. There's not so many compared to the climbing ones. But,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been
And,
encouraging most of my clients, like all of these rare plants that you've been keeping in your, if you have 2 or 3, put them in the ground. Trust me, they are doing so much better in the
Yeah.
ground. Than I guess the roots are a lot more freer. There's a natural
Yeah.
draining.
And the inability for it to dry out as quickly in the
Exactly.
ground
It's just
comparatively to a
naturally
pot
draining.
is
It's perfectly fine. The roots will find water. They'll reach it. Yeah.
What is this, sorry?
This is Epiprenum. Pinnatum.
another Epiprenum.
Yeah, pinnatum. So there's I've got to. Yeah. So this would be the same as the one I showed you, but the marble. So that would be green. Then there's marble, and then there's a more white and green like the elbow Monstera.
It's growing in a very graceful way.
This is an indoor plant.
Yeah.
So you can see why the leaves have actually shrunk instead of grown bigger.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of light. So what I do with my indoor plants is that I swap them out.
They come on vacation every now and then.
Yeah, I swap, and also just you get tired of looking at that plant all the time, and then also the dust and everything. I don't want to dust it. I just kind of bring it out, let the rain or whatever. the gardener wash it. I change it, put this one in.
Yeah.
Get a different look. It's nice that you can actually move your plants around.